Some of us, I don't want to name names, make pretty bad throat noises when they drink. And it makes me think that the throat is...
me?
No.
Is it me?
It's not Travis.
There comes a soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, O Lord. Olay, 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 O Lord. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, O Lord. There will come a poet whose weapon is his word. He will slay you with his tongue. Olay, olay, O Lord. Olay, 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 O Lord. He will slay you with his tongue. Olay, olay, O
Give me sirens in a cyclops. Give me giants in a hydra. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary. I'll fight the harpies and chimeras, the minotaur even Cerberus. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary.
You look mad. You need a hug.
No, Gwen, I don't need a hug. Whoa! I said no hug!
Don't fight it. It'll make you feel better.
Can you let go now?
You feel better?
No.
Then it hasn't kicked in yet.
You questioning my leadership, hop along?
Okay, these names you're calling me are killing my street cred.
Oh, and what would you like me to call you?
I'd like you to call me Mad Dog.
You don't seem like a mad dog to me.
Well, what do I seem like to you?
You know that lamb that Mary had?
I don't like the way that this is.
Seriously, I don't need anything from a man. Actually, maybe give me some money. I don't need money from a man, I got my own, but I want money from a man. Did they have brains or not? Don't make me laugh. They were popular.
Hey, look here, all eyes on me. Don't touch that. You will die, and it will hurt the entire time you're dying. Okay?
I'd be happy, have you buried all your children? Tell me, so I say. I'd be happy, have you buried all your children? Tell me, so I say.
What's the best thing you've ever stolen?
I'm beginning to think I haven't stolen it yet.
You a charmer.
Here's the ingredients list.
Why can't you get these yourself?
Because people are talking enough as is. And if they catch me in Lucien's bazaar, they're gonna assume I'm up to no good. Also, the apothecary thinks you're cute, so mind flirting a discount for me? Thanks, love you.
You know what I think we should do?
What?
I think we should kill them all. I'm just kidding.
They say one friend out of every group has the potential to be a serial killer. So I pushed Bonnie off the cliff in case it was her.
It's been a really rough couple of days. This helps a little.
In fact, between my brains and your brawn, I'd say we make a pretty good team.
We do. Although technically I have both brains and brawn.
True, but I have the personality and the winning smile. So. Was that a laugh? Did I make you laugh, Porridge?
Please put your fingers inside of the bars of my enclosure. I am very friendly and non-threatening, and I can be trusted with breakable body parts.
I love your daughter. What do you have to offer her? Nothing. Only this.
What's that supposed to be about, baby? Girl, free up your mind, stop acting crazy. You know I give it a good loving, baby. Try and put a camera at. I'm a big dog. I do big dog shit. I fuck your bitch strong. I heard you been wanting a kid.
I'm a big dog, and I do big dog shit. And that big body whip like it's Paw Patrol.
If you keep undressing me with your eyes, I'm gonna catch cold.
Someone once told me that with great cuteness comes no responsibility. And that's the motto I live by.
No, I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal.
You know, you make me feel like a Timothy Chalamet movie. Because I want to know what you're doing later.
You are
My fire, the one.
Good morning, everyone. This is on, right? Making sure that everything is good. Can everyone hear me? What's up, everybody? It's just me today, and it's really funny how I was literally coin flipping all week, like, yeah, I should do a stream. No, I can't do a stream by myself. No, I should totally do a stream. I can do art. People like art here on our channel. But let me start this from the top. Good morning. Welcome to the Of Lichen and Moss channel with our Brass and Briar campaign. Everyone else had a lot of very important real life things that they needed to attend to, and it was good that we got that ahead of schedule to like plan with. And you know what? I've been wanting to do an art stream for a while, so this was the shove in the right direction. So thank you so much for being here this morning. It's gonna be a little bit chaotic because I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been making videos online for like 5 years, and I've done one actual solo live stream that entire time. And it actually, I think I was like half hour in, and I had like was streaming with Scree, and then I showed like a fake like resin dagger shaped thing, and then TikTok banned the live, so that was really fun. So I haven't done that since. I've been thinking I really want to do more live streams, so this is a great way for me to practice it. And you know what? It's everyone else's fault too for giving me access to all the things. So if this ends badly, it was their fault. So, as you can see here, we've got a bunch of stuff set up. I reorganized the layout so that we can have the art stream stuff going on. I am pretty done excited about it. I need to figure out how to switch these cameras. Is the only thing that I want to do. And I might just play our regular intro, even though no one else is here. I did have an idea about filming an intro where it's just me in different wigs turning around a bunch, but I decided that it would be way too much work for what was essentially a gag. Good morning, everybody. So thankful to have everybody here. I am going to try to keep an eye on all of the things. Yo, Bacon, you're being so nice. Oh my god. Everybody who gets a sub, say thank you to the person who gave you the sub, which looks like Baruch and Bacon. So say goodnight to them. Say good thank you to them. Say goodnight. Thank you. All right, I'm going to do one more thing, I think, in the back rooms of this stream, and we're just going to play the regular intro while I do that. So see you guys in a sec. let's see. Is it still streaming? It should just still be streaming. I am wanting to make sure that that is still connected because I started doing some stuff in it. Aha. I don't know. Should be still streaming. Okay. Now I know I'm still streaming. I'm wanting to make sure my iPad is still sharing because this is the first time I've ever had to do some shenanigans. Okay. It says I'm still mirroring. Just can't see what it's doing in the... Okay, so I see that. Interesting. So guys, you know what? Technology is really fascinating because I've been learning a lot with my new job about programming and IPs and a lot of things that I kind of nebulously knew, but now I need to know for work, which is great. And so in theory, I figured out how to connect things. And in theory, my iPad is connected to my screen sharing right now. But you know what they say about theories is that they don't survive first contact with the enemy. Please connect. Ah, okay, we're connected again. Okay, good. Let me see. I can draw things and it's working. Ah, perfect, excellent, amazing, 10 out of 10. All right, folks, we are going to be doing some art today. Good. I am going to try to keep track of the comments while I go. If I don't, I am so sorry, and I am so happy that everybody is here with me this morning while I am just an absolute nerd for a whole hour, probably. Everybody, I hope you all have your coffee and water and are having a beautiful day and have eaten things, and I'm doing art. I'm doing art for campaign stuff specifically, or like I'm doing like some ideas that I've been having for a while. All of my other arts and commissions are on a different thing because I don't want to stream those. I feel like I draw badly and I don't want to do that, but this one's supposed to just be for fun. I don't know who else has ever seen those Tumblr memes that artists will draw from all the time, where they take like a text and then they just draw a character with it. So there we go. This is the one I wanted for Lav. I think I'm gonna try and switch the cameras around on the stream really quickly. That way you can see this better. Hold on. Wonder if I can just do this real fast. And then this one real fast. I want to shrink. Doing some backrooms shenanigans because I couldn't do it before, but now I'm doing it here. Ha! Excellent. Okay. Perfect. Now let's do it this way. Aha. There we go. All right. So just need to make this bigger, I feel like. Is that as big as it goes? That is as big as it goes. Oh well. This is one of the first ones I snagged that I thought was the funniest thing and got me started on this idea. For those of you who the text might be a little blurry for, the text I grabbed from Tumblr was, "That's just my nightstand knife, don't worry." Immediately made me think of Lav. Who sleeps with a machete is a fool every night but one. So that is a Lav and Scree, I think, a combo that fits really, really well. I do want to just make this a chill sketch day, and so if anyone has like ideas or things, like throw them over in the comments. I will try to keep checking, and if there's any that sound really fun, I would love to just go wild with them. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. It's already the middle of June, which it just sneaks up every year. I don't know how this happens. Every year Pride comes around, and every year I'm like, I'm gonna do something really fun, and then I am lazy Very much a passenger pride this year, but I am living my best life with my new job, so that's been good. Okay, so let's just get started with our two friends. You know, the best part about trying to draw animal characters is just that mostly you can kind of just go crazy with it, and there's nothing you can do that's wrong, because they're just little guys. But when you make your friends' characters, you want them to look cute all the time, so that's fun. Yeah, Chelsea, you've given us me enough ideas already. Okay, you've already done your part. You know, Molson, I'll put that under consideration. The 9 Sistine Chapels, central panels of the Sistine Chapel. Sorry, I said that mistakenly. I'll consider that when I'm not live streaming. Give me a couple days to reference the Sistine Chapel and not cry immediately. Let's move that one up a little bit. I will say, after getting this tablet, it has been really great for just like on-the-go drawing. The feel of it is pretty close to like actual like pen and paper like sketching, especially just the more you use it. But nothing beats like actual ink drawings. I do love doing like black and white ink drawings. I feel like they're the most fun to do, and they're also like the most like loosey-goosey. I can just be silly with them. But I will admit the undo feature, really right. Monk sidebar doodles of the Olam characters. Monk sidebar? Hold on. What do you mean by that? Did I miss something during one of the streams? I mean, like, tracing is where we all start, or just like copying from something else. And then just lots and lots of practice and lots of obsession. And I still get, like, faces are so hard for me. I shouldn't be drawing in so much detail already. I should be a lot more loosey-goosey with it. I also don't like this expression with those eyes. We're gonna redo those. Oh yeah, like the monk manuscripts. Okay, I see what you were talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm going through right now. Trying to catch the wild kittens from your own house. Screen porch. Oh no! Good luck. They're small and fast and efficient because they do not want to be captured at all costs, and it is life or death for them. So They are fighting as if their life depends on it. Good luck to you. Okay, it's also the best thing about drawing in a program. So I can just adjust little things. Like that mouth was way too big for Lav, but now it fits. Tony Shalhoub dressed up as each character. Jeez. Oh God, no. Put on mittens. If the kittens are giving you trouble, put mittens on, because that's the only way you can protect the hands. And if they claw at you, it gives them something to grab at. Also, try and grab from the back. Oh no. 3. That's amazing. I don't know what it is, but I always seem to start with like the eyes or like the nose when it comes to faces. I think it's just because I'm trying to get the emotions, but okay, no, it's just a way. I'm like, listen, I have ideas about what I'm gonna draw for the next like hour or two, but like I don't know like how well I'll actually stick to that idea. So again, I'm honestly like not as relaxed as I should be trying to draw like the first level of this because I'm trying to be good at live streaming, which, you know, obviously I'm a pro. I don't know why I'm even worried. Pokemon thought in the Olem universe, what would their Olem counterpart look like? I think I was actually thinking about that the other day. Here's the full text block for anyone who wants to see it in the video. I was thinking about this the other day. I think I have an idea about who everyone would be. I mean, like, there's some pretty comparable Pokemon types if you're just going animal to animal. Let's say, I think Scree would definitely be a Rattata or like a Raticate, just whatever is like more rat-like in your opinion. Kerr definitely is that Alolan Zigzagoon, right? No, is that right? It's Evolution. Linoon, like whatever the one that is like the real upright badger rocker looking character. It's the Alolan version. I know that for sure. And then with Duke, I think he would be a ferret. And then we have the is that good that I'm thinking of from Hoenn for Lav? It's like not a great one-to-one for like Lavender, just because the raccoons and the badgers look very similar in that one. But very cute. I was thinking about that one in any case, and I do want to do some Pokemon drawings of everybody at some point. Oh, let's see. I do love drawing Scree's Poncho, though. It's just so much fun. And now you guys get to see how I just cheat drawing all the time by just like making shapes that look like hands or feet or fingers. Because look. Look how almost like a hand that looks. But you can really cheat it with an eraser, a very teeny tiny one, and I want that in. Yeah, that works. Yeah, it's a little too big, I guess. Yeah, sure, we'll do it in that. Teeny tiny, though. Keep getting notifications, and I think Leomon? Ooh, Digimon. Oh my gosh, yeah. I really wish I knew better about Digimon, because like I just know the generic ones. Also, it's Curlyomon just because he's the biggest buffest like Digimon that you see first in freaking Digimon. Because I don't think you're wrong. I'm just stereotype. I feel like I don't draw Lav's tail often enough. Like, I feel like I draw Duke's a lot in all of his images, because they're usually full body ones to get like all that motion for him. And then Scree's as well, just because Scree tends to be so small that he's like swallowed up in the scene, so like his tail gets drawn pretty often. But like Kerr's not, because you usually see him from the front, and then Lav's not, just because I'm drawing her from like the waist up a lot of the times. So I feel like I don't get to draw everybody's tails equally. Which is such a silly comment to have for my characters, but there it is. I said it. I'm not going to care too much about whether this is the right number of stripes or anything today. They're just going to have fun and make some very cute, silly drawings of the characters. Don't know how much cleaning up I'm going to do today. I might really just try and like marathon a bunch of these text memes just to get a lot of them done so that I can clean them up and like post them later. Because that would be pretty cool. Yeah, the internet is a bad place. You definitely want to have safe search on if you're looking up anything from any online major fandom from the last 20 years. 30? Because it came out in the 90s, didn't it? It's fine. It's a good time. Alright. Do a little bit of cleaning up, just because... No, I want a better one. That's what I want then. Yeah, let's try that. I will say, that's the thing about like these art programs, is that you're always going to be annoyed by it when you're first using it, and then the longer you use it, the more you get a feel for just it doing what you want it to do. Like, the reason I love pen and ink so much is because I've just doodled in all of my notebooks since I was a kid. And so that's something that's just inherently familiar to me. But drawing in a digital program is not unfamiliar to me. I've been drawing in digital since I was like 16. Started with a really cheap tablet, like some type of Wacom or Bamboo. And then I went off to college and I got a slightly better one. And then I just kept nursing off of that for the longest time, using free drawing programs, because the subscription models for a lot of art programs today really just suck. And so just kept doing that relentlessly for the last like 20 years. So that's the moral of the story. If you stick with something for 20 years, you kind of can't get over it. Oh, hi, Ruby. Oh, hi, Ruby. We're drawing some characters today. I'm glad that I'm 3 years older than Pokemon, because that has been my lifeblood since I was a kid. And I would be really sad to find out it was... Oh, no, I guess I wouldn't be sad to find out it was older than me. I just am really happy that it is not older than me, and I was there at the inception, and that I have been there the whole time. Alright guys, I want to make clear, when I draw, I do so much refining and off camera and like before I show anybody things. So thank you for being super cool with me being an absolute monster when it comes to drawing and sharing stuff today. Okay, let's do a little bit of shading. I love Lav's little mask. It makes me so happy. It's so cute. Okay, just a little bit cleaning up, just so that I can be happy with myself today. Do a little bit of screen cleanup. And then we'll move on to the next one. I actually never got into Pokemon cards as a kid. I've gotten into them more as like these cards always were fun to collect. Like, I shared cards with my brother, basically, is what it was. And even then, like, we never played any of the games officially with card games. We just collected them, is what it was, which was fun and like totally fine. No one actually cared, you know, in my family at least. And then eventually I think we gave away our cards, which I am sad about now, because some of those cards I would have really loved to have. I do know I have like a stack of my favorites that I like picked through at one point. But should be fun. I'm thinking about getting more into them now as an adult, so slowly but surely letting myself have fun again. Let's try this one. I'm not loving the range on. There we go. That's what I want. When I'm using a digital eraser, I want something that like doesn't cleanly get rid of everything all the time, but I do want it to like be like not crazy, like leave so much behind that I have to like spend 20 minutes going over the same spot. So this works out perfect for my needs. Then we can do just little adjustments. Scree's face. The face of an angel. Or a demon. Whichever side of Scree you see. What I want to do with his mouth exactly today, but I don't know what it is. I love drawing everyone's little fangs. It is absolutely my favorite thing to do every time I draw any of these characters. I just love to see their little teeth. This is probably why I've been having so much fun drawing art for the campaign, is that like I just love so many little bits of drawing everyone's characters, and I love to draw. That's the thing. Drawing for me has always just been like a for fun thing. It was maybe for a little while about maybe seeing if I could be good enough to do it professionally. I did pick animation as like my first major in college, and then I realized, okay, this is a level of work I don't think I'm gonna get to quickly. Like I don't think I have the drive to do that, but maybe just illustration would be good. So I still took a lot of art classes, and I'm really glad I did that, even though I'm not like a professional now, even just because I really, really am happy to have gotten so much advice from some really, really like good teachers. And I'm really glad I still like thought about doing art in that way, because I kept learning a lot. And it put me in a place to meet some really cool people. And that is what I think I love most of all about art, is it just gets you around people who are obsessed with the little details as much as you are. And the more you do that, the better you get as an artist, even if you're not like constantly doing the same kind of art all the time. Perfect. And like this is just some fun, like loose sketches that I'll see which ones I can refine later for actual fun things. Because I would love to get more comfortable with like gesture art or like freehand art, so that I can do more like things like stickers and stuff like that. Like I'd love to get some sticker designs for all of the characters, and I'm working on those. So I don't want to do it that way. Let's do a little bit of shifting. Okay, I guess I do like that better up there. Alright, that's one done. Very, very silly. Some artsy stuff today. Alright, ooh, I know I saw this in the things last time. Let me see. What is it we can do? Poll. I saw there was a poll in the chat last time, so let's see how this works. Who do I draw next? Option 1, Duke. Option 2, Kerr. Create. How does this work? Ah, perfect. Ooh, amazing. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. It's a bit of an odd day for the Lichen and Moss campaign. I've taken over the stream. Everyone else had some very real life things that they had to do this weekend, and I was decided to be brave and stream all by my lonesome. All right, I need at least 5 people to vote. Split the vote. Make it challenging. And I will save this one for now. No, let's go back. Can't see my secrets. There's secrets in there. Save. Okay, it's a JPEG. Yeah, we'll just save the image for today. Perfect. Oh, we're voting on drawing stuff because today is just a fun art stream. We've done our first little fun sketch of the day. Honestly, I'm a little awkward with streaming, but I'm having lots of fun, and thank you all for being here today so far. We just finished drawing Lev and Scree, so I figured our other members of the crew could use some love. Okay, yeah, don't vote 50-50. Someone has to split the vote, but the next characters of this campaign are our Badger and Ferret character, so, you know, either way, it's going to be tons of fun. I'll show the text for which ones I want to do next, okay? Like, that will maybe help with the voting process, too, because I think that's way more fun. Okay. So, here is the one I want to do for Duke, and I think perfect. This is the one I want to do for let me actually just do a difference. Okay. All right, so for Duke's text post, this was my idea for him. You've got to admit you were wrong every once in a while. It gives other people false hope that they can convince you of things. And for Kerr, don't worry, I'll be hot and funny as soon as I'm done fighting for my life right now. Which also I think fits Duke a lot, honestly. Both Kerr and Duke love to put themselves into situations, don't they? And they do be putting themselves there. All right. How many people have voted? I wonder if I can check that. Okay, we've had 5 people vote. If this is the will of the people, I will do my very best. Actually, I'll give the vote like 2 more minutes, just for funsies, and that way I can go get more coffee. Be right back. I'm gonna go get coffee real fast. I have returned. And the vote is still exactly the same. Alright, time for us to draw Kerr fighting for his life. And doing so good. Jeremiah on top of Worm's head. Oh, that would be so cute. Okay, I'll add that into the list of things. Cute. Oh, jeez. Huh. Alright, well, still connected. I'm just really impressed I did manage to, after only Googling, because I had meant to test mirror sharing your tablet device, and then I have not had a moment to breathe or be at my computer all week. So, I didn't get a chance to practice that. So, I know this is going to be fun. All right. Now, Korean Mustel. How do I want to draw you today? Actually, let's use Procreate Pencil. I really do like so many of the pencil settings in this device, this app. Procreate is not like a cheap first time program, but I will say this is the first program I ever actually bought versus like a lot of the free alternatives that are online, because I knew I could start with Procreate and then go into Procreate Dreams, which is the animation software that this also uses. So I was really like, okay, I can spend the I think it was like $25-$30 for the Procreate when I've used free programs for like 15 years. Seemed worth it to me. All right, how do we want to do this? Just remember, loose strokes, loose drawings. Don't get wrapped up in the details too much too soon, especially when you're trying to force yourself to do perspective or some crazy shit. Oh, cool. I'll definitely look into that. There's so many amazing sets that people have put out online for free or for a small donation to their Ko-fi and stuff like that. I'm doing good at the moment on the sets I'm using regularly, though, but I will, or I might look for more into that. Now it's a little too long. Not so long, but just too long. A couple of my in real life friends have commented on Kerr looking like a wolf, and I'm like, no, he's a badger. That's my fault. Classic Kerr, Scree, Worm, Jeremiah, Critter Stack. That is cute. Oh, I think I can turn off this widget too for now. Stop poll. Excellent. And hide it. And actually, I'll get that poll running for the next area. Let's put it over here this time. Okay, I like where that's at now. Perfect. Okay, and that can just be running while I'm drawing now. Give Kerr a Wisconsin shirt. Oh, 100%. A lot of Kerr's attitudes were developed while I was binge listening to Noah Khan. So there's a lot of Midwest vibes. Is Noah Khan from the Midwest? He's from like Massachusetts, right? Is that the Midwest? If I'm wrong, you can burn me at the stake. Okay. Story is a funny feature because on the one hand, I know it can help me with perspective, and on the other hand, I don't know how. Oh, okay, why did it stop? Okay, no. No, we're good. I don't need that to happen. Okay. Come on, get me back to streaming, please. Well, some annoying things is that my free app has apparently a time limit because it's awful. Perfect. All right, give me 2 seconds to fix my streaming. I'm sorry, guys. Apparently, this free app only gives you limited amounts of free screen sharing, and you know what? I don't care about paying for it, so I will just do that real fast. Sorry. They got me hooked in. Again, though, like, and this gave me an option of just like a one-time $15 purchase, and you know what? I will live with that in today's subscription world. I can happily say I will purchase a way to mirror my iPad to my stupid TV with my stupid computer program, because as long as I can do that for the rest of my life, I'm fine with that. I hate spending God, too much money every freaking month. You know, like, that's the thing, is that everything costs something, as it should. We live in a society. But everything costs giving me the option of, like, spending a little money for, like, the next 50 years versus me never being able to buy it one time and be done with it. Alright, this will take me 2 seconds. Again, sorry about that. Also, if I have to throw my money at a program mistakenly, like if it turns out I don't really like this program after all, you know what, $15, I can, with tax or whatever, I can live with that. That's me buying too many coffees in a row. Hope everyone is enjoying their drink of choice. I do love coffee. Alright, let's see if that worked. Ah, there we go. Ba-ba-bam. And screen. Perfect. Ah, there we go. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and Fays and Fays. I think everyone's Ko-fis have been like put out. It's just that we don't like have them saved in like the Discord or anything like that. I do think I want to have like a final like something at the end where we just have like a title card of like follow us here or there or whatever, and something that goes to all of our link cards. But yeah, everyone I know is obsessed with Tomodachi Life, which is so cute, you know? Okay. Yeah, I like how I keep telling myself, hey, don't get too like up in the details right now. Just keep everything loose. And then I'm like, nope, everything it must be finalized perfect now already. Ugh. Okay, be nice to me. Alright, good enough, I think. I'll roll it to them. Did you guys even vote for anything else? Okay, some of you did. Yeah, in the description on the channel, maybe. I don't know. Like, we already get, like, everyone's already so good with subscribing through Twitch to, like, the channel to support it that way that, like, you don't want to, like, advertise like, other things. That's what it is, you know? Like, you're already supporting us. You know, the best thing about Kerr's hair is it's the worst thing to draw, but it is also always just messy. So good news is I can't go wrong with drawing it all the time. It's great. I did this to myself too. I gave him such stupid, complicated anime hair. I need to draw Kerr looking more like annoyed and surly too, because I realized lately I just kind of draw him like always like snarky smiling, and it's like no, he's also supposed to just look like a sour emo kid all the time. Oh, Chelsea, you did not need to try to draw Kerr and Tomodachi. There's just no. Know when you forget that you're drawing on a tablet, so you can just turn it so that the screen is much easier to like see. Yeah, I don't know why I feel like I have a camera behind my head instead of it being on the screen where you guys can see it. It's fascinating. Okay, you also, everybody wants to know, like, the ultimate drawing tip. Just obsessively stare at other animation and just kind of, like, go with the flow as far as your own. There have been times that I've made drawings that I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. I want to draw exactly like this every single time. And then I just can't do it again. And I think that's just the method of life, where you just kind of, every once in a while, you get the drawing that you wanted to do, but it's not the one that you are able to recreate, and that's fine, because you just draw 1,000 times, 1,000 images to get 2 that you like. And you know what, those 2? Pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. I'm sure someone somewhere is like having an aneurysm over how I draw with everything so messy, all on the same layer. But again, just, you know, whatever works. And I don't need to make this pretty right now because I just kind of want to get it drawn so I can fix it later if I like it. And doing it badly is better than just not doing it. In this context, anyway. You know, this is not rocket science. If I do rocket science badly, someone could die, but also I'm not a rocket scientist, so no one's going to ask me to do that for them. It's pretty good. Well, that's fun to see. Okay, I accidentally tilted my iPad too far, and it turns out it can rotate through the program, which is awesome. ugh. Try really hard not to like obsess over Kerr more than the others when it comes to like art and drawing. I just know that like I did this to myself, like giving him so many finicky details that I kind of have to it sometimes. But everyone's characters are so much fun, and everyone has such cool like details in them that I don't always get, but I always like try to. Trying to remember everyone's like accessories and jewelries more often too, because I think that just again with things that are just super fun to draw, you know, like everyone's fangs, like just like the clothes that they choose to wear, all of it. I think what I've just done is I've drawn his head way too small, which is fun for me. That just means I get to just resize it. Alright, this is going to be very funny when we zoom out. Yep. So good at perspective. I am much good. Drawing is so easy. So easy. But thanks to the power of digital editing, I can just cheat and shift everything around. And I think I will. And that way I can use a reference drawing his body later better than I am currently drawing it, because you know what, guys? Anatomy's hard. I'm still working on that. I did just get a new book on gesture drawing and anatomy, specifically, like trying to understand muscles when you're just free-flowing drawing. So I've got like notes on everyone's characters. I'm trying to like write them down more as I draw nowadays. So here's what we're gonna do. Instead of making his head bigger, because I actually like the shape of it right now, I'm just gonna make the rest of his body smaller. Yes, no, yes. How do I like this? Yeah, good enough. Alright, I'm not gonna go too much crazier over this too, because I want to get to the next drawing. So I'm just gonna give myself some very basic edits to work off of next. Do know his elbow should be there, closer to his waist. Yeah, and then I'm just going to do a bunch of this to be happy with where it's at today. Just happy accents, y'all. Remember Bob Ross? The art, the Julia painting? That's what it was, right? I actually saw some really great analysis on Bob Ross style of art versus like AI slop, which I didn't think I was going to be talking about this today, but you know what? Let's do it. Because someone was making a comparison that, you know, AI nowadays is good enough to compile an image of like a beautiful landscape that like looks like a painting that someone did, like a very mid-average landscape painting. And they were comparing it to Bob Ross's, where everyone just fawns over it, being like, wow, Bob Ross's art is amazing, when it's not comparatively much different than what AI slop is able to do at this time. Now, here's the truth about what the joy of painting was about, which wasn't to become a master artist, it's just to teach you how to paint. I mean, this isn't my analysis. I'm trying to just recreate exactly like what I read and like how it was. It's a very good analysis of the difference between AI and an artist like Bob Ross, who was not, anyone would say, a master painter, because he just painted a lot of like very beautiful but average landscapes. You know, he's not like a Monet or Turner or a lot of other famous painters. They're very beautiful, simple landscapes. But the point wasn't to make them masterpieces. The point was to teach you, the viewer, about the texture of the paint as you're working it up, about just like the time it will take to like set up your canvas and to just be in the moment and things like that. And teaching you all the different colors, teaching you how to paint, even if you're not painting with color, for people who were colorblind, just like black and white paintings specifically at times. And how while you're painting, things will just happen that you didn't plan for. And you just incorporate it into the final product. You don't go into spiral over like it doesn't look the way you wanted it to. You just move on. And so Bob Ross may not have been a masterpiece painter in that way, but he was a master teacher of art. He was a master artist in that sense. And that is something that like you cannot capture when you use AI art to do art for you, specifically when you use AI to write for you or to draw for you or do anything for you. You are losing the ability to learn for yourself and to teach yourself that confidence too, because I may not have like the confidence to submit for like a mural right now, but maybe I could one day. And that's something I would have never thought I could do when I was first starting drawing very bad anime style art with with like Sailor Moon or like Yu Yu Hakusho and things like that. And that's the thing about art, is it's about not the piece at the end. Sometimes it's just like the process and the effort that you are teaching yourself along the way. And so even when Kerr doesn't quite look the way I want him to, even when I am annoyed with like what I did or didn't remember about like a picture for Lav or another commission piece even, I am still just happy to be working on what I am working on and go from there. God, it really is his hair that's always the most ridiculous thing on the planet, though. Oh, I love how this is turning out, though. I feel like he just looks so pathetic and soggy right here. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, he's stuck in the snow. Alright, so I'm just gonna give him his final little bit of snout. And then we'll go from there. Good enough. All right, so that is Kerr done, Lav and Scree in a picture done, and our vote has been for a party stack. So I don't know if I have a text image specifically to go to that. Oh no, wait, I think maybe I do. Okay, let me see what is that. Let me put this poll away. Thank you everybody who voted. And we are going to save this image real fast. I think I'll upload everything as is into the Discord after this, so for anyone who wants to look at them later. Alright, let me see what I saved. There it is. Sorry, just organizing everything. Yes, good. All right, so that one's this is the one I have for Lav, which I'll get to later. Got to admit you were wrong. That one's no, not that one. Okay, where did I save it? Ah, here we go. Okay. This is gonna be fun. All right, let me see how I want to do this. Let's get loosey-goosey with it for a moment. For the next one, I do really want to draw a Duke, so I don't think I'm going to do a poll for that. And I'm thinking I'll be taking a break in another 20 minutes. It's going to be a short stream today, guys, so I think I'm going to do maybe another hour after that, just because I want, like I said, I just want to get as many of these done as I could for the day, and hopefully everyone's still having fun. All right, so we're gonna have Kerr at the bottom of this. All right, who's funnier to go next, Lav or Duke? What were we thinking? Ooh, was that it? Oh yeah, I think that's what we were saying specifically. The Scree, Kerr, Worm, Jeremiah, Critter Stack. There we go. I think that's what we said we wanted. Oh, let's do the party. Let's do the whole party just for funsies. Yeah. I've recently come to realize ferrets are more noodly than I ever thought they would be. Oh wait, did I miss something with Chelsea being happy? Party stack. Okay, just because we're adding the animal, everybody as much as we can. I think we might add Jeremiah to this just for funsies. Okay. So, if we're going to do it noodly. Mostly it just means adding a lot more body to Duke, and then also neck. I really just haven't been giving Duke a long enough neck, is what it I think is. His tail is like way too like short for, or like too fluffy for what it's supposed to be. That's also where I've gone wrong. I'm still going to make it fluffy just because we've commented on it too much for it to change, but it doesn't need to be the giant squirrel tail I've been giving him. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Hold on, yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, yeah, if I'm looking on the chat on the computer, it doesn't show me everything that's happening in the notifications. That's so cute. We love. I don't want to. I would hold on to Duke. Let's think about the logistics of this. Mostly, it would just be her. Wrapping around his shoulders as best she could. And luckily, our acrobat has skills. There we go. Okay. Again, I'm going too much into detail already, but that's what makes it fun. This is going to be a fun sticker, I can tell already. It would be so much fun to turn the critter stack into a sticker. The sticker stack. Mm-hmm. Fun. I feel like I've made Duke too big. That's what I think is throwing me off here, is that he's too big, so our stack is already, like, too tall. Got a bunch of shorties here. Stack is only tall because of Kerr. There we go. There we go. A little bit more Dukish. Too catty. Ferret ears are pretty rounded and pretty like sides of their heads. So I just gotta make sure It's really easy to make everything look like a dog or a cat. That's the thing. It's very easy to do that, and when you don't want to do that, you have to really keep an eye out for how you're avoiding that. There we go. Doesn't help that we've also given all of our characters hair, so we gotta figure that out. There's Duke's braids. We'll make it pretty in the post. Lavender's not much bigger than... Actually, having a bigger brush is really good because it helps me keep everything clunky and loose, which is good. To cat. I need to lift Lev's head up further because there's no room for Scree. Can't you have that? I also do not like how this mouth is looking. See, every chance I get, I draw little fangs. I just love them so much. Ooh, haha. I think how I want to try and fit Scree on is Scree. There we go. The Scree stack continues. Are we still casting? I think it stopped casting for a moment. Why would it do that to me? I thought we fixed this. Okay, see, I see my screen is there, but my... Let's see, why would it be so useless if I pay money for it? Come on now. Ah, there it is, come on. There it is. Why is this being so difficult? Hi, app that was working just fine literally 2 seconds ago. Would you like to start working again? It would be really nice. That way I can keep drawing with my friends. Okay. I want to just try and get this one done. This would be really fun just to have the sketch in the chat. Just over at the Discord. There it is. I don't know what it's doing. It tells me it's connected, but then it's not sharing anything. And then the window closes. There it is. Oh, maybe it's actually working now. Oh my gosh. The second I started complaining that it wasn't working and I was going to just give up on it. Okay, see, now it's back to normal. Okay. We can... It's actually working properly? Okay. It says it's working properly, so... Do you like my method of checking is just tap on the screen and like move things around just to see if I can see it changing on the live stream? Very technical. Very, very good technical checks. Where I should have given all of our characters shoes so I wouldn't have to try to figure out how to draw feet. Nope. Just a little rat feet. That's all. That's all he is. Little rat foot. I figure out what to do with this program to make sure this next time it does not have this many tech issues, because I shouldn't have to reconnect it every 5 minutes. But until I do that, we're just gonna deal with it. How big are his ears? I can never remember. Nope, we've done everything wrong there. Hold on. I'm actually really liking this so far. This is so cute. We'll have his helping Scree stay up. Our wobbly noodle acrobat Duke is wobbling to make sure they stay balanced, and Kerr is just being the support. This is so cute. curtail. Okay, and this is where, again, art school is going to help me a lot by telling me where I should emphasize lines to help with, like, separating everyone's bodies so that it all reads clearer in the final image. You know, that final image being forever until we're done, but I really, really like how this is starting out so far. Tend to... Let's go back to curve for a little bit. That makes sense. Yeah, just a spell to force everybody into a leaning tower of critters. It's a little too close. Is it here? There we go. Okay. Okay, very simple curtail. Curtail. Almost there. Sorry, I have been locked in the last couple of minutes. I want to make sure I get this to, like, just a passable thing, I think. Oh no, what happened? Why is it? Interesting. This app really just keeps letting me down. That's so frustrating. I'll get this sorted before I take over the stream next time, or we'll just have to keep fighting it, I guess. It was working so well that first time. That's why I'm so confused. Alright, well. Okay, let's go back up to Scree. I think Scree's ear needs to be on this side too. Yeah. Adjust that just a little bit. Just want to take it down. There we go. I also love drawing everybody's whiskers. I don't know if I mentioned that yet, but the only one who doesn't have whiskers, I think, is actually Kerr. Everyone else gets to have fun whiskers. It's happened again! Oh my god! How is this? Why is this? It has to be the thing on my computer, because the rest of my apps are doing just fine. Alright, well. This is roughly where I think I said I wanted to take a break, but this might just be where we end for today, folks. I am so mad that this is being so difficult in this way. Alright, well, if that's how it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna do this then. Let me... going to save it and just cast it here because you know what? This is being rude. And everyone was so kind and so patient today with all of my issues that I want to make sure I am just having fun with it. I do like this one for sticker plans, I think. Alright. that last one is uploading. I'm gonna download it real fast just to show everybody what we made together. Thank you all so much for your suggestions and all of your help today. It was very fun just hanging out and just being with my friends doing an art stream. Sorry, so desperately sorry for my tech issues because that was annoying this entire time. But you know what? It's fine. I wonder if I can just pull it up real fast. No, don't need slides. Image file, perfect. All right, I'm gonna share it real fast. Let's see how that goes. Haha. Can I adjust it? Nope, I don't need full screen layout. All right, well, we've done our best and that's all that matters. Well, folks, I'm going to call it for today just because the tech issues are starting to happen more frequently, and I think we've gotten more done than I was even thinking might happen. So I do appreciate everybody coming in for this extra bonus silly stream of lots of coloring, lots of drawing. We all want to thank you so much for following us here of Lichen and Moss and through the Briar's Bane and other adventures in our campaign. We will be streaming normally on our regular schedule. So this is the 14th. The next week should be the 28th will be our next streaming day. Barring any other life events or changes. We're all really trying to make sure that we can make it for that. We won't have Scree there because Scree will be going to Drakenfest. So that is planned. That is intentional. But we should have the story resuming and have lots of exciting things happening regardless. So thank you all so much for all your patience with my tech issues again. And thank you for just being a bunch of cool dudes. Thank you, everybody. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and we will see you again later. I can do the thing. Come on, thing, do the thing. Interesting. Alright, maybe I need to stop that. You know, guys, I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. Other times, I've never known anything in my life, ever. Haha, hydrate reading, thank you guys. Alright, we'll do one less hydrate while I try to do the outro, which is fighting me for some reason. Why is it fighting me? The intro was just fine. Why is this fighting me? Alright, guys, I think I'm just going to straight up give up. I don't know what else to do. It's just one of those things where I don't know how any of this works. Hydrate, dihydrate. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. And don't forget to go touch Moss. See, that's why it wasn't working. I forgot our little outro thing. And that's why it wasn't working. Love y'all.